Hello everyone, I am Vishal Pandey. I, along with my teammate Tanveen Singh Bharaj, worked on this data visualization project titled US State Analysis and Recommender using Visualization in D3. The main aim of this project is help user understand the performance of different factors across the United States and this project recommends the user the best states to live in as per his preferences. So let me walk you over this project and help you understand how we have organized this project. In the first phase of this project, we have made this visualization where you could analyze different factors across the states and see their performance. These are the factors which we are considering: unemployment rate, population, average salary per month, rental cost, and mortality rate. So you could select the factor you want to visualize. By default, employment rate is selected. Like suppose I want to analyze employment rate only. So let's move ahead with this visualization. So for the map and the bar chart, we have used the color channel coding where the density of the color helps us understand the impact of that factor in that state. Like the denser parts are the states with the most impact of that factor. And in the line chart, you can see the performance of these factors across all the states with their numerical value, which helps you to compare different states among themselves and with the national average. A feature which we added here is when you hover over any state, you tooltip appears which shows you the value of not only the factor which you are visualizing but different factors also. So suppose a state is of your interest and you want to see its value with respect to different factors. You don't need to reload the visualization by selecting the factor. You could simply hover it and see its value with respect to different factors. And whenever you hover over any state, it gets highlighted in the bar chart so that it helps you easier to visualize and compare with different states and the national average. And to make the visualization really very crisp and easier, we have added this feature that when you click on any state, a table is generated which shows you all the parameters, the value of those parameters in the selected state, and the national average, so that you can compare it efficiently and understand how each and every factor is performing in each states in great depth. So that's the first leg of this project. In the second leg of this project, we have implemented a personal state recommendation system using D3 and a fuzzy logic weighted mean algorithm. Here we ask the user for his input, like he just needs to tell us which factor among all these factors is most important to him and which factor is the least important. He could simply do that by giving us a value from 0 to 5, 0 being like I want to ignore this factor is not important for me, and 5 being the most important factor. And once you give us these values and hit the button, our algorithm works and it does run the weighted mean algorithm and generates a value on the basis of which we tell you the top three states which are best for you as per your preferences. So let me walk you over this process. Like suppose for me, average salary is most important, unemployment rate is the second most important feature. I don't want to consider average mortality rate. I would like to consider rental costs, and it's also important for me, and population is least important for me. So with these weights, when I hit the give my top states, the algorithm runs and gives you the top three states. So yeah, the algorithm is running and you can scroll down to see the results. Now these three states are recommended to you based on your weights, the input which you assign. We have created a stacked horizontal bar chart to make this visualization really easy for the user, where the first segment refers to the number that was generated by the algorithm on the basis of which we have arranged the states and given you the best three options for you, and the rest of the segments refers to different factors which we considered. Like when you hover over, you could hover over to see the name of the factor, or you could use the legend for that. Like here we could actually see what's the value of those factor in these three suggested states. So that's how the system is working. And to make the analysis and the recommendation very useful for the user, we have integrated a feature where the user can see the performance of each of these factor over past 7 years among these three states, so that he could actually understand how that state is performing with respect to those factors and make a sound decision. Like suppose I want to analyze the average salary among these three states over past 7 years, so I'll click over this button and a line chart would be generated. This line chart helps me understand the trends which is being followed with respect to that factor in that state. Like for example, for North Dakota, there was a sudden rise in the average pay from the year 2015 and 2016, while as for the other two states, there has been a decline in the average salary over the past years. So in this way, I could actually understand better the three states and make a final decision. Like you could change the factor, the population one, and you'll see that the mortality rate, and you could see the trend which is going in that state to make a sound decision. Another feature which we added here is the brush feature, where you could actually select the range of years which you want to analyze in this visualization. Like suppose I want to analyze only the recent years, that is 2014, 15, 16. So I will have a brush over these years, and the line chart reloads with respect to this year, so that you could only focus on these years which you are trying to focus to make your decision. And another feature which I would like to mention is, while we suggest you these three states, we even highlight those three states in the map so that you can see the location and see the neighboring states, and as well as we highlight it in the bar chart. So that's how we have arranged this project, and to help the user find the best state for him as per his preferences. This was a very good learning experience for us in terms of D3 visualizations and recommendation system. I hope you all like it. If you have any question or suggestion, here are our emails. We are very quick on replying on emails, and we would really like to hear your opinions on this project. Thank you very much.